I like to start my guided meditations or chants off with something general, especially when I'm trying to feel the person out, when I want to get them to relax into this world of meditation in which they're somehow terrified to participate in, because when we close our eyes, we close the windows of the world. We close the portal to the world. We have to go within. And it's the closest thing that we can experience to death, is taking one of our most powerful senses and shutting it off. Close your eyes. So then our other senses, they become very strong if we're not able to tap into that one powerful sense of sight. So I take care of that sense, which is hearing, with soft, soothing music. Music that will help to distract the noise that you can hear from your inner thoughts, if you only try to focus on it. And then breathing. We include breathing to relax the mind, the body, the spirit, to allow you to feel safe, Allow your tongue to relax in the bed of your lower mouth and not have any expectations for it to bring you any pleasure of deliciousness. Give it permission to rest. And the other thing that's very soothing is a very angelic voice speaking good things to you that you have not heard in such a long time, or maybe ever. Things that only someone who has unconditional love for you would say to you. The things that you would perhaps like to say to yourself, but you don't, because it feels uncomfortable. You don't know how to, and you're afraid. I start off very general. I start off with reassuring you of the path that we're going to go down, to build that backbone of confidence, foundation, to let you know that we're not here to play any games, and this is what you should expect, because this is who you are, and you never depart completely away from it. Sometimes you just don't acknowledge it. Sometimes you just don't focus on it. And where your attention goes, your energy flows. So I'll say something like, all things are always working out for me. All things are always working out for me. All things are always working out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. I have proof that everything always works out for me, because all things work out for me. all things work out for you too. Everything always works out for you too. Everything is here to serve you. Just like everything is here to serve me in my world, the things that I focus on, everything is here to serve you. Because you have that power. All things are working out for you and everything is here to serve you. It's, do you see them working out for you? Are there patterns that you can point out that these things are always working out for you? They're lining up and you're knocking them out every single time. Because they do work out for you. Every time. Every time. Things work out for your best interest. They're always working out for you. Do you see them? Can you open your eyes? Can you gain a new perspective to see how all of this is laid out for you, to serve you, because you are the most important person, thing, or object in your universe. Everything that you want, it wants you. Everything that you want, it wants you. So can you feel the love, the security in knowing that everything always works out for you? All things are always working out for you. And everything that you want wants you. It seems to be about you, universe. There's a sense of security in that. There's a sense of security in those feelings, in those words, in hearing that said to an individual, hearing that and accepting that in your life. So then I'll go and build more security, this foundation. And this foundation are things that we feel, but we don't say and we don't acknowledge. Like, we think that we take it for granted. And one of those things is, I love myself. I really, really, really do love myself. I really do, deep down inside. I love myself. And I'm happy that I'm here. I love myself. I want to love myself. I want to love myself. Maybe that's a bit too strong. I want to love myself. I really want to love myself. I want to love myself. I want to be in love with myself. I want to be in love with myself like the God within me loves me. I want to love myself, but I do trust myself. I trust myself to always take me to the next level. Trust myself to always provide for me and to know that I am always going to be okay. And that's a sense of love. Like that I can trust myself. I can depend on myself. I can depend on myself, yeah. If If there's nobody else in the world that I can depend on, it's myself, because we've been together for such a long time. We've always eventually figured it out. So it is true that all things are always working out for me. And they do. And I can see them most of the time. And the God within me has agape love for me, and I do love myself, and I want to love myself, and I definitely trust myself because I can depend on myself. And I'm starting to understand this a little bit more better. I'm starting to feel a connection with myself. I am that I am, and I am grateful for her. I am that I am, and I am grateful for her. I am where I am, and I'm grateful to be here. I am that I am, and I am grateful to be here. I'm here in this body, experiencing this flesh, these obstacles and these pieces of contrast, and I know that I want to unravel these things, and I'm capable of figuring this whole thing out, or not figuring this whole thing out, but I'm capable of aligning with the highest part of myself and letting all this stuff figure itself out, to unravel itself, because it's the perfect picture how it is. I just have to see it from a different angle. The story that I've been telling myself is that it's broken, that I'm broken, that it's wrong, and that I'm wrong. And I'm not wrong. I know that I'm not wrong because I now feel that all things are working out for me and everything is working out for me. And it does. They are. So I can't be wrong. I can't be wrong. This is right exactly how it is. It's that I'm not seeing it from the angle of its whole and righteousness. I'm blocked from all of these opinions and beliefs and the things that others have told me, and the way that people look at me and how they've made me feel, and how everyone else's life is going on and how they're prospering and I'm not, and I'm judging myself and beating myself up for not being that. But I can't be that because I'm this. And I have a beautiful story to tell. And if no one else will listen, this is a story that I'm going to tell myself. This is a story of my life. And my life must be important enough for the God within me, the God that surrounds me, to prioritize me at all times, to make me the center of attention, to allow me to know that things are always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me, and it does. Every time. Every time. I'm beginning to see this a little bit more. I have to change the way that I'm looking at things. Why is it that I look at things from this narrow perspective? Because if I broaden my perspective and I told my story from a different perspective, it's one of love, It's one of compassion. It's one of great joy. It's one of triumph. It's one of happiness. It's one of peace. It's one of uniqueness. It's very sweet. It's like a berry. It's my story. I forgot about that. I forgot about how juicy my story is. Because I've been looking at all the pieces of contrast, which are opportunities that keep piling up on me, and it seems so overwhelming. It makes me want to give up. And it's frustrating because I'm not stepping up to the highest version of myself. I'm not doing my best because it seems like I'm boggled down with everything coming on me at once, and it's very frustrating. And I know that I wasn't built to handle all of this at once. But that too is only a perspective, because who's telling me that I have to handle all this at once? I can choose to handle one thing at a time and only focus on that one thing at a time, because that's all I can handle. And everything else will have to wait until I can give my attention to it undivided, and then I can focus on that. Is everything this simple? It seems very simple when you say it in the words, but is it really applicable? Is this really how everything works? I feel like it starts with the foundation of knowing who I am and where I am and the powers that I have and why I'm here and what I came here to do, and that I'm okay, I'm safe. I don't have anything to worry about unless I give myself or assign myself things to worry about. That's another wonderful perspective that I've never considered before. I am that I am, and I am grateful for her. I am that I am, and I am grateful for her. I am that I am, and I am grateful for her. I'm beginning to love myself. It's like that connection of love that was lost, that I didn't know was lost because I didn't know that I didn't love myself, and I didn't know that I forgot about that. It feels really good.